Welcome to the BCS Academy for Civil Service Training, that is the Bombay Catholic Sabha Academy for Civil Service Training. My name is Ryan Pinto, and I'm going to tell you about this initiative taken by Bombay Catholic Sabha to train students for civil services exams right from the peon post as well as till the IAS. I'm going to tell you about all the posts which are there in Government of India and various state governments from the civil services, that is the IAS, up to the peon. What are the various exams, how to give these exams, what is the paper pattern, etc. My name is Ryan Pinto, and uh, I'm going to give you I'm going to take you to the whole process in the next half an hour. Now, to tell you about the BCS, Bombay Catholic Sabha, we are an organization which is running various initiatives in fields like civil services, in fields like social and political and other areas, helping our community grow. One of the initiative is the BCS Academy for Civil Service Training. This is partnered by Knowledge Valley, which again is into this academy. I am the proprietor of Knowledge Valley. We are into the civil service training, that is for MPSC, UPSC, railways, banking, and various other government jobs. What are the achievements? How is the BCS Academy? What are the initiatives regarding civil service exams done by the BCS Academy? Last year, 2021, we started the BCS Academy for Civil Service Training, where by the support or backing of the committee of the Bombay Catholic Sabha, with headed by the president, that is Rafael de Souza. An academy was started. Around 35 students were there. There was a rigorous training, or you can say um, initial training and screening program, after which 35 students were selected, and today they are studying for this exam. Soon we'll be we'll be getting their results, and you will be seeing how these students have performed. There was another initiative which is started, and there is another batch that is for the Staff Selection Commission, SSCCGL, which has been again done after a lot of training and screening, and the students have started studying over this on this also. So there are two batches which are going on. How did we come? Initially, it was the information lectures or the seminars which was given. This has been done since a lot of time with the help of or support of various BCS presidents and the committee. And 2021, there was this academy which was set up with partnering with Knowledge Valley. And as I have told you about Knowledge Valley, the art and science of asking is the source of all knowledge. So during the process, or during now when I'm going to take you through the whole uh, structure of the government jobs and how the exams are, etc. If you have any doubts, you can always call me, and you can always contact the BCS Academy and ask your questions. Please keep your questions ready. First of all, why government jobs? Why are we thinking about the government jobs? The most important factor for thinking about government jobs is security. Not only government jobs, whenever we think about uh, jobs, the first thing we should keep in our mind is security. Government jobs gives us a lot of security. It is difficult to remove a person from the government employment or from this job. Government employees are under the constitution. They are bound in the constitution under article 311, which gives them a permanency in the job, unless you don't do some grave mistakes or corruption. Your life is secured in the government sector. Whereas we know during the time of corona, there was a lot of uncertainty in the private sector, not only during corona, during the economic recession in 2008 that we had, and various times whenever the company goes bad or doesn't do well, they just shut down the company and people are thrown out, laid off. So that is the first factor. Second is salary. The salary for the government sector is around 45,000 to 50,000. I'm giving you the average salary. So a person who is working in the lowest areas of the government can think about 30 to 35, and the highest can go up to 1,10,000. Recently, RBI grade B officer position, 1,10,000 is the initial salary. Just imagine a youngster, 22, 23-year-old, gets in the RBI grade B officer, 1,10,000 per month is the salary. And the lowest position, 30 to 35,000, as I've told you, for the clerk level. Next is the most important factor, that is power. Yes, lucrative salary, security is there, but why people join government sector? That's for power, and power to do something for the people, to help the people. The government sector gives us a platform, it gives us the required position so that we can change lives of people, which is not there in the private sector. And the most another important factor is prestige. When I talk about prestige, the government sector or the services that which comes to our mind is the military services and the paramilitary services. I'm going to divide the whole area into, or the whole government sector into, four different parts. First is the military and the paramilitary forces. Second is the banking. Third is civil services. Fourth is miscellaneous. So your interest might be in various areas. You can always focus on these areas, and later, as I've told you, ask us questions and get trained under us so that we can give you the best of the um, services and you can crack the exams. So first is the military services. Before going to the civil services, military services. That is the Central Armed Police Force and the CDS. When we talk about the CDS or the Central Armed Police, CAPF, that is the Central Armed Police Force, why do we call it as a prestigious job? It is a uniform job. They are the pride of our country, the paramilitary forces and the military forces. About paramilitary forces, you must have heard about the CISF, CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB. These are the paramilitary forces. They are not exactly military, they are under the Ministry of Home Affairs. CDS, that is the military combined defense services, is under Ministry of Defense. About CAPF, two exams are there. One is the assistant commandant and second is the sub inspector. Assistant commandant is a very prestigious job. 80,000 is the salary, and your position is about an IPS officer. And just to tell you, recently we had Bhavna Yadav from Maharashtra. She cracked the assistant commandant exam. She is from Knowledge Valley. So, Knowledge Valley has got a lot of results in these exams. So, this is about the CAPF. There is the assistant commandant and the sub inspector. I'll give you the exam pattern and the syllabus later in the presentation. Combined Defense Services, that is a CDS. This is the position for the army. There is also exams for Navy and Air Force, AFCAT. So these are the exams which are there. For the CDS, or if you get inside the Navy, Army, Air Force, the first position will be the lieutenant position and salary is 80,000. Every year, twice the CDS exams are there. What is the qualification and the age or the maximum age that is needed? First is qualification is you can be graduate in any of the field, because many students have this doubt, if I have taken commerce, arts or science, After graduation, will I be able to get inside the military? Yes, you can get inside. You have to get 60% in your graduation. Please remember, 60% in your graduation in any of the field, you can give this exam. There is prelims and directly you have the interview, 5 days SSB. After your uh, graduation, that is, once you are 21 years old, then only you can give these exams, and you have to complete your graduation in any of the field. Same with the CAPF, graduation needed and in any of the field, and you can give the exam. But for the CAPF, the maximum age is 27. For the CDS, it is 25. So please remember the maximum age limits. There are various other exams, as I have told you, IA for and post, that is IAS, IFS, IPS, NDA, IBPS, etc. Every year around 6 lakh vacancies from the government of India, just government of India. Then there is government of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, Karnataka, UP, Bihar, etc., etc. So a lot of vacancies in the government sector. Secondly, about the banking, if you see on the slide, there is IBPS, Interbanking Personal Service. Then there is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. There is RRBs, Regional Rural Bank. Then there is SBI, State Bank of India. So many exams in this sector too. For the SBI and the IBPS, there is a bank PO, probationary officer, for the management post, and then there is clerk. Same with the regional rural banks also, there is a management posts over there and clerks. And for the RBI grade B officer, when you, as I just told you, grade B officer, 1,10,000 is the salary, 30 years is the maximum you can apply. If you get inside the grade B officer, you can go up to the deputy governor of RBI. Just imagine the deputy governor of RBI. Governor of RBI is the most prestigious post, but below that, deputy governor, from the grade B officer, you can reach up to there. So the students should be studying and thinking about these government jobs, putting some efforts to get these government jobs. So first, remember the military services, as I have told you, CDS and the CAPF, military and the paramilitary forces, age limit 25 to 27, graduation in any field. Here also, graduation in any field, age limit is 30 years, and the posts are IBPS PO and clerk, SBI PO and clerk, RBI grade B officer, as well as assistant. Okay, just remember. So on, there is exams in NABARD and regional rural banks, etc. There is civil services as well as railways, other exams also, as I have told you, miscellaneous. What are there in these exams? What is the syllabus? So I've told you that there is the military exam, I've told you there is banking exam, I've told you civil services exam, and then there are military exams. What is the syllabus? You must understand, two, if you do two papers, you'll be able to give any of the government exams in India, and you'll be able to crack these exams. What are those two things? First is a GS. On your slide, you can see GS, you have history, geography, polity, economics and social development, environment, general science. The most important, the first point, that is the current affairs. So, when we talk about GS, these are the various subjects you must remember. But you'll be thinking, so many subjects to study, they are 10 standard level. If you see the toppers, they are studying from 8th to 12th standard NCRT textbooks. If you all want to, if anyone is planning to start, please see to it that you all are studying your NCRT textbooks. Then there is aptitude. In aptitude, you have comprehension, you have interpersonal skills, logical reasoning, decision making, mental ability, basic numeracy. Basically, three things: reasoning, quants, that is maths, and English. These three things, and your aptitude is done. So GS and aptitude. Again, 10 standard level maths. Many people scared of maths. It's 10 standard level. And after your graduation, If you want to do anything, like if you want to get inside the MBA or become an advocate, you'll have to do the aptitude nicely. So remember these two things that you have to study. So mostly the paper pattern is prelims, mains, and interview. As I've told you about the uh, CDS and the CAPF, just telling you the paper pattern there. For the CDS, you have prelims and then you have the SSB interview, 5 days interview. What is there in the prelims? There is GS and English, very important. Same with the CAPF, GS, aptitude, English, letter writing, etc. Some answer writings and all are very important. So the paper pattern almost is the same for all the government exams. So if you're planning or studying for one exam, you'll be able to give many of the government exams. At BCS Academy, we train for all the government exams. We have results, as I've told you, and hoping many to get inside the IAS, IFS, IPS in the near future. When we talk about the IAS, IFS, IPS in the near future, what is this IAS, IFS, IPS, etc.? These are the civil service exams. So this is the mother of all exams. I'm going to talk to you about. I've spoken to you about the military, paramilitary forces. I've spoken to you about the banking exams. I'm going to talk to you about the civil services exams. IAS is the topmost post in the civil services exam. Then you have the Indian Foreign Service, then IPS, so on and so forth. Exam is one. There is no separate exam for IAS, separate for IFS, IPS, etc. No, there is exam. The exam is one. The topmost position is taken by the, if you get the highest ranks, there is the IAS, that is the first 100 rank. Then 100 to 150 is Indian Foreign Service, ambassadors of our country to other countries. Then you have the IPS, Indian Police Service. You start as a superintendent of police. Just imagine 200 police stations under you. Then you have the IRS, Indian Revenue Service, handling the management or the directors as at GST and income tax, etc. Then you have the Indian Railway Service, then so on and so forth. There are 1011 vacancies this year, around 1000 vacancies every year. Okay. And the top post, as I've told you, is IAS, Indian Administrative Service. You start as a district collector and you reach as a cabinet secretary. We would want many from our community to get inside these excellent positions. And cabinet secretary is the advisor of the to the Prime Minister of India. So just imagine how powerful these posts are. And uh, the age limit is, so 21 to 32 years for the open category. So you have graduation in any field, doesn't matter how much percentage you get, you can give this exam. You need not be a PhD holder or a person getting 90%, 100%. No, anyone. Even if you have 40%, 50%, you can crack this exam. Yes, you have to study hard, but you can crack the exam. So um, 21 years to 32 years is for the open category, 21 years to 35 is OBC, 21 years to 37 is SC ST. Open category 6 attempts, OBC 9 attempts, SC ST till 37 unlimited attempts. One attempt is enough if you work hard, but these are the maximum number of attempts. So there is prelims, mains, interview. Prelims in the month of, so if you are planning to give the exam, notification comes in February, March. Prelims is in month of May or June. This year it is June 5. Mains is in September, October, and interview is in December. So this is how the period for the civil service exams goes. Prelims, there is in the month of June or May end, there is GS and aptitude. It is a multiple choice question, objective type, like how you have the KBC, Kaun Banega Karodpati, A, B, C, D options will be given. That is how prelims is. And paper pattern is GS and aptitude, which I have already told you. Then you have mains. You have to write answers here. There will be language, there will be optional paper. Detail about this, you can always contact me or the BCS Academy to know the detail. Then interview, and finally you will be selected. After once you're selected, there is a 2 years training in Labasna, which is in Missouri. Another positive or a good point about the exams is, first of all, no other job there is 2 years training, and secondly, that too in a hill station. So how beautiful and how fulfilling and satisfying this job will be. Yes, these things should not attract us much. This job is more about service to the nation and the people, but just a factor which might pull you or attract you to get inside the civil services. So you have mains and interview. So the marks of the mains and interview will decide the ranks of IAS, IFS, IPS, etc. So you should get good marks in mains and interview. Prelims is more of a screening test. So there are many who give the exam, and out of that, around 10,000 to 12,000 are selected for mains. They'll be writing answers. So 10,000, 12,000 answers will be checked, and then interview. Marks of the mains and interview together will be for the deciding for the various posts or various exams. And um, as I have told you, these exams are all over India. You can fill the forms all over India, and the age limit and qualification I have already told you on. About banking exams, banking is more of the aptitude part. Okay, I've told you about the military paramilitary forces. GS is important, English is important, a little bit of aptitude. But in the banking exam, aptitude is more important, where English, maths, and reasoning. Already you're studying for UPSC aptitude. You can, if you're studying for UPSC, you can also give the banking exams, where maths, English, reasoning, and yes, banking current affairs is important. You have prelims, mains, and finally interview. So just remember this: maths, English, reasoning for banking is important. There are other exams like the Staff Selection Commission, SSC CGL, SSC CHSL, SSC MTS. This is below the IAS. This is the all the exams which I just told you are given by Government of India. They are below the IAS, but again very good and important and powerful posts. Okay, so if you study for the banking exams and if your aptitude and all is strong, you can give these exams also. Many thousands of vacancies in these posts. And BCS has started even aim high, which is the for the staff selection commission. Batches are running. So I have told you about the military paramilitary forces. I have told you about the banking exams, about the civil services exams, and just an overview of the miscellaneous exams like the railways, intelligence bureau, etc. Paper pattern is the same. As I've told you, around 6 lakhs vacancies every year. Paper pattern, GS aptitude. You make it strong, you can give the exams. About the other, that is the state level government exams, every state has its own government exam. Goa, Maharashtra, Karnataka, all the states in South India, North India, Northeast, every state has got its own government exams for the post of, you'll be thinking the post below the IAS, that is deputy collector, tehsildar, block development officer. You must have heard these posts in your localities around you. Block development officer. Then you have the CEO, chief executive officer of the gram panchayat or the municipal commissioners of the various urban local bodies, etc. Now these are again by the various state governments. Paper pattern is the same: prelims, mains, interview, GS, and aptitude. But yes, state governments have their language. One of the paper will be the language. That is fine, which you will be knowing. So if you are in Maharashtra, Marathi. If you are in Goa, Konkani and Marathi. If you are in Karnataka, Kannada. If you are in UP, Bihar, Hindi, etc., etc. So I can tell you lakhs and lakhs of vacancies. If you study well, you can get inside these powerful positions. Now, what is the approach to the exams? Proper mentorship and personal guidance is needed. These exams cannot be cracked as you think by self studies. It will take a lot of time and a lot of efforts. Proper mentorship and personal guidance is needed, and as I have told you, the BCS Academy gives this guidance with the reasonable rates. BCS Academy is also subsidizing. Also, support is there from All India Catholic Union, Land City Kunasa, and the Mangalore Catholic Sabha, and the association, that is the Catholic Association of Goa. So all these come together and are supporting the academy and subsidizing the various students who are for the fees who are getting inside the exams. Less resources, more revision. That is the second mantra you must remember. You should not have a lot of resources and studying few. Less resources, more revision is needed. What not to study is important. Mock tests will be there. Doubt solving is there. This is how your approach should be. So, guidance, no revision, what not to study is important, mock tests, and doubt solving. What you need to study: English, maths, aptitude, personal knowledge, as I've told you, and we have got results. Knowledge Valley has got results, so you need not worry about that. And we have got students who have passed the exams. There is Satyajit Yadav who passed the exam as and secured the 801 rank. There is this year Bhavna Yadav. There is Mahesh Gaikwad in the MPSC. Neha Tiwari CDS, Pratyash Thomas IBPS PO, Linus Adisa PO SBI, so on and so forth. So if they can do it, why not you? What we offer in the BCS Academy, we offer exhaustive study material, weekly mock test, coverage of all topics, special sessions for test strategy, interview workshop for shortlisted candidates, web-based monthly GK and current affairs update. So from the start to the end, your journey through the civil services will be taken care of by the BCS Academy. Our teachers have cleared the exams. They teach 7 to 8 years of experience. Proven results is there. So please register as soon as possible. We are going to have the seminars and the webinars soon, and in the month of June we are going to start with the academy, that is for the 2022-23 year, academic year 2022-23. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please do contact BCS Academy. You can contact Lawrence sir, you can contact Ryan Pinto, that's me. I'll see you soon. Have a nice day and all the best for your career.